Open Your Eyes is brought to you by Smart, bringing people together, and the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Sabrina Daly.
And good morning, Belize. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning, How you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good too. I always look forward to Fridays where we can have that
It's
girl
Fun
power.
Friday.
We can have that girl power show. Of course, it's also Fun Friday. It's the start of the weekend.
It is the start of the weekend. It's going to be a long and eventful weekend. I know after last weekend, certain events and so forth that were canceled or postponed are going to be happening this weekend. I saw you guys were advertising some of the stuff from the Museum of Belize yesterday, and I know that there's going to be some lobster festivities and events this weekend. So it's going to be a jam-packed weekend full of fun events.
Absolutely. Great for the economy as well, for the local economy. I know a lot of people were biting their fingers hoping that the Lobster Fest would still make it this year after we just came off the heels of a hurricane scare. Nonetheless, we are sticking back to the regular scheduled programming, and I'm excited to see what this weekend will look like.
Well, I'm hoping that the weather holds up, because even though we are, we had our little hurricane scare and so on, we still are in the hurricane season.
Yes.
And it's been raining. I'm not sure about here in Belize City, but in Belmopan it's been raining on and off. It was raining really hard when I left Belmopan this morning. So, I'm gauging the weather. I'm hoping that it's going to be good. The summer is very strange in Belize.
Yeah.
Because everywhere else it's like scorching heat and it's hot, and here in Belize it's either hot or we're preparing for a hurricane.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's the tropics. It's not only unique to Belize, you would know, April, but we do have some topics to jump into. Of course, you would know that it is summertime, and as you mentioned, we have been sharing some of the activities that have been taking place. Just on the show yesterday, we had the folks from The Niche talking about some of the summer programs. So we have been highlighting that both on the morning show as well as in the newscast. And I have to say, I really, really appreciate that spotlight feature that was provided as our Belizean reel in last night's newscast. We highlighted Carlos Perrote, and for a lot of persons who are familiar with the arts, his name rings a bell.
He's a legend, really, and he's world renowned in the music industry. He came here, like 30 years ago?
Yeah, he's been here, I think.
He's been here for quite some time. He is, his love for music, his love for Belize, he has managed to take those two passions and create something beautiful by teaching kids and adults as well, different instruments. I know he's famous for teaching steel pan, but he also does teaching on string instruments, piano, and I know he's doing that summer camp for kids. I didn't know, though, that summer camp that he's been doing has been an effort for the past, 25 years.
Yes, so a very long time. I heard a bit of his backstory of how he came here to Belize, and I don't think that was highlighted in last night's story, but this is something that he frequently talks about, as you mentioned, April. He came here, I believe, on a mission trip, and he fell in love with one of the dancers for a dance group here in Belize, and he just never wanted to go back. He never left, and it's been probably 3 decades later. Of course, now he has Cuban Belizean or Belizean Cuban kids, and they're also heavily invested in music as well.
They're a very artistic family.
But you know what? He also mentioned, and I think maybe I misheard him, but I'm pretty sure he said what I think he said. He mentioned that he comes from a family of a mother and father as engineers and doctors. And he decided to choose music because of the influence of his uncle.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was so interesting, because usually when you come from those households like that, where
kind
they
of dive
choose-
into those careers.
Yeah, you more than likely end up touching on those careers. So I'm interested to know perhaps what his parents think of his contributions here in Belize, and of course in the arts as well. Just a gifted man who wants to share his gift and also have other people tap into the gifts that they may have as well in music and the arts in general.
I think that it's a really beautiful thing when people do these types of initiatives with no kind of profit or anything like that. This is strictly for the love and the passion of the arts, and for also kids to fine-tune those creative skills that they may have. You always need somebody to push you in the right direction. You never know if that another kid will become just like him when they get older.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we were able to see just some of those kids engage with each other at the, I believe it's a percussion camp that he had there at the Bliss, I want to say too. But he's been around for a very long time. He's also allowed a lot of young people to grow in their skills as musicians. And of course, as you mentioned, we know him for his work with the steel pan. I remember going to, I believe it was one of Frankie Renault's concerts, and Mr. Perrote was also a part of that. And I was just so mesmerized by the way these artists, these singers and performers just blend so well together. And I can't imagine what the behind-the-scenes production works take. It's not only just knowing this instrument, but it's the gift of knowing how to blend all of these together. Of course, we also know him for his contributions with KTV, the remix.
Yes, yes.
He was one of the judges too.
Yes.
And a lot of people might not have known that, or I'm not sure if they are aware, but he has been involved in the arts in more than one ways. Aside from being a teacher, he's also been a part of our show productions here, as we mentioned. And as he said, he's planning to retire next year, but he's still going to teach.
I think he says that every year, and then he just never retires. And I think once you're in love with something like that, you don't really ever truly retire.
And that's, you probably quoted him right there, because that's basically what he said. He says, when you're passionate about something, you can't just
let it go. No,
you can't just let it go.
But Sabrina, apart from that, here we have wonderful segments here to discuss, and I wanted to take it onto a particular issue. I came across it, I think 2 days ago, and I didn't think much of it, but it kept coming back into my news feed. And I think it's just because of the algorithm and the things that I watch on social media. But there are multiple, actually, TikToks and posts going around about the chemicals, toxic chemicals that have been found in tampons for women. And I really and truly, I read about it, I was listening to the TikTok, and I was very alarmed at the fact that these products have never been tested for for any type of chemicals, really. And so it was a bit of a shocker to realize, to find out that this is something that all women probably use, or most women use this. If not, they use other instruments when they're having their periods. Yeah. You know?
So there was a video, as you mentioned, that was being circulated online on social media. This one in particular you saw on TikTok. So we're going to play that video now and get some thoughts from our viewers, and of course wrap up that topic. Oh, all right. But while we get that loaded, April, one thing I want to say is I actually feel like the public in general, they still have mixed reviews about tampons. I remember as a kid being told that you're not supposed to use tampons if you're young. You know, as you get older, then you're more allowed to use that. But I think it's become a little bit more accepted, but there's still some strange stigma with
conservatism
with this particular product. Now learning that there may be additional reasons to question if you want to use it, I wonder if we're going to be seeing some more conversation surrounding this product, but also more research perhaps in other products that we also use for sanitizing.
It's very, like I said, it was very alarming to me that it was never tested for chemicals or anything like that. And for these types of products where we have to insert you know, and you know, these chemicals are in your bloodstream. They go directly into your bloodstream because of where we place them. And it was a little bit alarming. I believe that the regular tampons have lead, right? They found traces of lead in it. And then somebody was saying, well, you know, maybe you don't use that tampon and you use the quote-unquote organic tampon. And that tampon was found out to have arsenic in it. And so these different types of chemicals that are very, very bad for you, bad for your body, bad for your health, women have been using these for decades.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time. I believe we were having this conversation before we came on. It's not the first time that these types of products and other products that women need, contraceptives and so forth, are not properly tested. And we are just utilizing them because we need it.
I think this might spark a conversation about what would be the least toxic sanitary product for women to use. You know, there are quite a few options now aside from the regular pads that we all grew up using. But when I saw this video, it took me back to that conversation that you would have way back when they said as you know, the older time women, they would just not come out of their homes whenever they're bleeding. And I'm thinking, man, to avoid all these toxins, we might have to go back to that.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Sabrina. I don't know if you were already hosting the show when we had a couple of guests that were talking about a research in Belize in particularly about period poverty.
Yes.
Yes, and you know, these types of issues with persons that can't really afford the sanitary care, women that can't afford not even pads and so forth. And so it's exactly what you say. They would use perhaps reusable products. When I was little, I remember we used to have something that we called the pañales, which was the diaper that you would, you know, wash and so forth and reuse. And a lot of these women in these spaces that they can't afford these sanitary products, they would use something like that.
Yes. Right?
So now we have that video talking about the different chemicals that are in the tampons. We want to play that for you now, and then we come back and have a discussion.
Other bad for you news, a new study has found that tampons are full of dangerous chemicals. Yeah, besides the blood. They won't let me keep that. I don't know how to say most of those chemicals, so I'll let this TikToker list them for you.
16 metals were found in the tampons: arsenic, barium, calcium, cadmium, cobalt, chromium, copper, iron, manganese, mercury, nickel, lead, selenium, strontium, vanadium, and zinc.
I'm pretty sure vanadium was the energy source the Transformers were looking for. But I don't know. Tests found lead in all the tampons from 14 major brands, including Playtex, Tampax, and Toxivag. I heard it. We actually should have known that one. I can't wait for guys to somehow use this to their advantage. Like, come on, babe, you're already putting lead up there anyway. Don't make your health even worse with condoms. I care about you. It's hard enough to have your period without putting a Chernobyl tea bag up there. I thought it was kind of weird when my pee started to glow in the dark, but I figured that just meant I was finally fully hydrated.
Making light of this subject, right? And that's, I think that one of the ways that we here in Belize have always learned is that we have to ensure that there is some way we can laugh about these very serious situations.
Yeah, but laughing aside, I think it allows us to still have that conversation. We were able to chuckle through it, but there's still a deeper conversation that needs to be had when we look at these toxins that are in numerous products, not only these sanitary products here. And when you think of the conversation of all the products that we consume even, and the things that people say are toxic to our bodies but are inside there.
Yeah, I think that for this particular conversation though, and I think why a lot of women are having the conversation is because this is a product that we rely on. It's not even, oh, I have an option of maybe using something else that is besides like the pads, right? We're not in this particular position of having to be able to afford reusable pads, or you have these other different products that are out there. The tampon is one of those get up and goes. You have it in your purse. It is something that you utilize on a regular basis. And so I think that's the reason why this conversation was so interesting,
Yeah.
because we use it. So now what?
Yeah.
Now that we found these toxins,
Now,
what are we going to do?
Now what? I think I'd want to know what our viewers think. Ladies, let's get in the comments section and let us know, do you use tampons? What are your thoughts after hearing those 16 different metals that are consisted or a part of these tampons? Will that now sway your decision to using them, or were you never using them in the first place?
Yeah.
Let us know. We want to know in the comment section.
But Sabrina, to wrap up our What's Buzzing, and just to keep it on the lighter note, we have to kind of fluctuate through these topics sometimes. KTV The Remix here
Did you watch
live
this
on
week?
Channel 5. I did not.
Well, it was
I
really
have
good.
to go and watch it. You've told me already
Yes.
that I actually have to go in person to see it. But I've been looking at the different contestants. Like I tell you, I am just blown away.
Do you have any favorites so far? I know it's only 2 live shows in, but do you have any favorites?
No, because I haven't actually sat long enough to see all the performances.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of people that have come back, and I liked them the last time, but it looks like it's very stiff competition.
It
this
is.
year.
It is. It really is. And I've been saying it since the start of the show. Since I saw the very first week, I was blown away by the in-person experience. And I didn't go to the in-person show this Tuesday, but I was able to watch it at home. And honestly, I felt so bad. I wish I was able to be there in person because they did such an amazing job. We had at least like 4 tens. 4 contestants got at least a perfect score.
We're gonna have to, this is what we're gonna have to do, Sabrina, and just hear me out, right? If you want to go to the Bliss on Tuesday to watch it live performance, we can switch out Wednesdays.
Yeah,
right.
but I want you to see too.
Exactly. So you have to send me the message and say, hey, this was our favorite, so that we can talk about it on What's Buzzing.
No. That's not gonna happen, guys. We gotta get April there in person.
I will be there at some point.
She will be, and we're gonna get her there in person so she can share that experience with us.
But our audience has been coming to the Bliss weekly. They've been enjoying the show. I always see a full house there in the Bliss, and I know that for our fans that look forward to KTV, we always see the familiar faces in the audience, the familiar fans in the comment section on the live stream. Nobody wants to miss KTV.
Absolutely not. But if you don't want to miss your favorite performers, you got to vote, guys.
Yes,
you got to vote. So definitely, if you have identified your top 3 or top 2 or even your top 1, vote for that person. It's not going to be enough just to have these conversations like April and myself. You have to vote for them. And of course, I think the votes are only 50 cents. And you can vote any amount, but it's going to cost 50 cents plus. And the deadline for voting is Sunday. So please vote for your favorites. That's the only way they're going to stay in.
What I'm really enjoying about this year, it seems that a lot of people are tapping into all skills, not just their musical skills, but their marketing and business skills. I keep seeing, vote for so-and-so, and they're doing like a little tidbit on TikTok or on Instagram. So they're learning new ways to advertise so people vote for them. I really am enjoying that.
I love that you pointed that out, because I remember a couple seasons ago, persons that would have been a part of the show as contestants, they would get out at the bus terminal and they would try to, solicit voting and whatnot. But in this case, I've seen some of these contestants utilize social media in a different way, just like you said, like boosting their social media posts, which I think you have to pay for online.
Yes.
But that's an extra step of getting more engagement, getting more people to see your performances, and to decide if they want to make that investment. Not only that, we've seen people come on the show and say, "Ako highlight my sponsors."
And they have sponsors. That I was so blown away by. But guys, make sure that you don't miss KTV The Remix every Tuesday, right here live on Channel 5.
Absolutely.
But that wraps it up for our What's Buzzing this morning. Let's get into the weather update for today.
Good morning, Belize. A relatively moist easterly airflow prevails. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with cloudy intervals. High temperatures today are expected to reach 89 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 94 inland, 82 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be partly cloudy to cloudy, with low temperatures of 83 along coastal areas to 74 over inland and 68 in the higher elevations. A few showers and thunderstorms will develop mainly over the south and inland areas during the morning hours. This afternoon, shower activity will be generally isolated. Tonight and tomorrow morning, expect a few outbreaks of showers or thunderstorms to develop mainly over the south and along some coastal areas. The winds will blow from the east at 10 to 15 knots and the sea state will be choppy. A low tide will occur at 8:40 this morning, followed by a high at 2:09 in the afternoon. Another low occurs at 8:57 tonight and a high at 2:51 a.m. The sun rose at 5:20 a.m. and set at 6:31. The moon comes up at 10:59 this morning and set at 7 minutes past 11 tonight. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for cloudy intervals, with a few showers or thunderstorms to develop mainly along coastal areas and south, then decreasing during the night. In the sargassum forecast, sargassum amounts over the area are expected to remain low for the next few days. And in the tropical weather outlook for the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 48 hours. And that's your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
All right, thank you so much to forecaster Catherine Cumberbatch for that update. It's going to be a rainy weekend, it seems, so make sure that you're prepared. But Sabrina, we have It's Fun Friday.
It is Fun
and
Friday.
We have a long show this morning, and of course, we're going to kick things off with Grace and You, the taste that moves you. Miss V and Marvin are already here. They're already setting up and chefing up.
All right, and in our second segment, we'll be talking to the members of the Ladyville basketball team.
And in our third conversation, we're going to be joined by the Art Shack and the Decolores Pottery, and they're going to be talking about their pottery workshop.
pottery.
I know, me too.
I'm so excited about that. But in our final conversation, it's all about the 11th annual Hunger Awareness Ride. So you want to stay tuned to each and every one of these conversations. They all sound interesting.
Yes.
But we got to take that first break, and when we come back, it's all about Grace and You.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
My name is Waluko Mejia. I'm the General Manager at Pottery Lodge here in Toledo, Belize. The Belize Bank service we appreciate most is the Belize Bank ATM and the use of its debit card. It makes it very accessible for our employees here at Pottery Lodge. Essentially, they could access the ATM on their way home after work, and also that the local stores accept the use of a debit card.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Sometimes I feel like I might just let my enemies in my dust. Who them afraid them I say dust. She's royal, yeah, so royal.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. There is no return. I'm always on the run. I'm gonna love you when you're here with me, and love you when you're gone.
This is all I ever had.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
This choice I made didn't work out the way I thought it would. Say it, let's get together and feel alright.
Rise. No, I'm hurting but not broken.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
The biggest music and food festival to hit Belize and Central America is back. And boy, do we have a mega 2-day event for you. The Belize Tourism Board, Mars Production, the Alaya Resort, Niche, ECAT, the San Pedro Town Council, PAC, Border Management Agency, and Belican Ultra presents the Belize International Music and Food Festival 3.0. And it happens July 27 and 28 on the beautiful island of San Pedro. La Isla Bonita comes alive starting on July 27 with a mega concert. Get ready as we introduce and bring to you a sound of Belize. We call the Belize Brock Dung Roots Combo Band and the Belize Paranda Soul Combo Band. Backed up by some of Belize's best past and present musicians. Joining them is Belize dancehall queen Britney Starr. And top of the night we bring to you hit reggae superstar Carly Buzz. Dancehall's hottest artist, Mr. Bubblegum himself, Valiant. And to close off night one, we bring Jamaica's biggest sensation, Miss Hit and Run herself, Shensia.
You think I could have get in on my feelings?
This all happens on July 27th, San Pedro, Belize, at the Soccer Chispas Field. Doors open 5 p.m. For showtime 6 p.m. Tickets available at BIMFF.BZ on the eCash wallet, powered by Belize Bank, or on the Quick Pass app on all Android and Apple iPhone. It's the Belize International Music and Food Festival 3.0, July 27 and 28, 2024, on the beautiful island of San Pedro. Sponsored by Belize Tourism Board, eCash, San Pedro Town Council, PAC, Niche, Belican Ultra, Border Management Agency, the Alaya Resort, Honorable Andre Parrott, Travelers, ICB, Digicel, Dolphin Production, Wine Smith, Angelus Press, Tropic Air, Modisco, Maya Island Air, Hits Media, Love FM, Channel 5, Courts, San Pedro Belize Express, Smart, and Channel 7.
Hey, move out my way. Me, I'm mad to my day.
Welcome back to OYE. We're having Grace and you this morning, and of course we're in the studio kitchen cooking up a storm with none other than Miss V and Marvin. Guys, thank you so much as always for stopping by with us. And I know just by the smell of the onions, it's going to be good. I'm excited. What do we have on the menu this morning?
Morning, everyone. Morning, ladies. It's Friday, and I feel like Fridays is the day that it should be like a fast food Friday, well, at least at my house. So we're going to chef up a quick burger today. It's summer, you know, just to keep the kids, you know, active in the kitchen with you, that they can help, as I mentioned previously, you know. So that's what we're going to do today. And
But
it's
you
no
said-
ordinary burger.
Yeah, you said burger, but I don't see no patties.
Yeah. Listen, beef expensive. Ground beef expensive. The patties were already make expensive, and they only bring 5 in at the pack. The bread come with 6. So how is it that On a
It
five.
doesn't make sense. The
No,
math doesn't make sense.
no. So you know, we're not gonna use that beef today, but we're gonna use our trusty Grace.
And Miss V,
Corned
after last
beef.
week, I know these families have at least 5 of those in their cabinets.
By the looks of that, how
Yes.
many patties you think we could get?
About 4. It all depends
wow.
on the size, on the thickness. If you're a small family, probably maybe if it's just you and your husband or you and one child, you can probably get about 3.
Okay.
But then we want to even it off, you know, so we'll shoot for 4. Shoot for 4 today because then again we're playing with the corned beef.
Now this is going to be
today.
interesting.
Yeah.
I need to
can't
see
wait
how
to
you
see
would
how you
keep
do
it
this.
structured.
I always wanted to make burger with this, and I did a lot of research and a lot of tests. I was like, man, how can I get this to hold? Eggs and breadcrumbs. I was like, wow, let's do that.
Let's see it then.
Yes, listen.
All right.
It's gonna be so easy because again we're in the hurricane season, and I bet everyone have stocked up on corned beef because then again if the current go, you know, and you have some rice, you might not be able to use the meat or whatever it is that you have in the fridge because it's always canned food that we
Yes,
use.
not
So
perishable.
the corned beef, if you can do the white rice with the fried plantain and the
classic
corned
corned
beef,
beef.
yes, you know. And then we did the last time we did the quesadillas. It was easy.
That was so
It was
yummy,
easy.
April.
It was so much. I missed out,
it
but
was
thank
so
you
good.
much.
I'm
And-
sorry, it was
and
good.
today, like I said, we're gonna do our burgers using our other Grace Grace product as well. So we're just gonna use one just for this morning. Like I said, this is already ready to eat. Some people just normally I don't know if anyone eat it directly from the can.
I don't think so.
But
I don't think so. I think you want to at least warm it up a little
yes,
bit.
hash it up a little bit because then you know it's already have salt in it. You know it's ready. It's ready to eat. So I'm
The
just
only
scooping
thing
out all
left
this goodness.
for you to make with corned beef is corned beef tacos.
I think
we have.
I don't remember, guys. It's
We've
so
done
much.
so much.
It's just so much. So yes, one of this huge one. There's the small one too for a smaller family, like I said. But then hey, you try it the first time and realize it's working.
Yeah.
Why not go the big one? You know, and like I said, Grace stuff is always readily available
So,
in people pantries.
You have the corned beef. So now what are you going to
Yes, I'm just gonna break it up a bit.
Okay.
And if you notice, we have several stuff here. I have some white
Diced
onions. Yeah, that I chop. So we're gonna put that in there.
That's what I've been smelling, guys. It smells good. I love onions.
Yeah, and I have 2 eggs, but I'm just gonna use one.
Okay.
This morning. So
You're gonna get one egg
yes.
in.
I have some black pepper. Like I said, you don't really need to add
Any
much
seasoning, really.
much season to this. So I'm just gonna add some black pepper. I have this this fish and meat sauce here that we're gonna add to this mixture as well, and it's popping, guys.
Yes.
Don't take my word.
I trust your process. Whenever
Just don't take my word.
I've never tried this one, but I've had the sweet and spicy
sweet
one.
and spicy sauce.
Guys,
yes,
this slaps
Yeah.
so hard. What?
Do you think they should rename it?
Yes.
All the Gen Z lingo.
Yeah. So yes, we I have this one here. I'm just gonna eyeball it a bit. This is for flavor. You can use this to marinate your meat, or you can use it as a dipping sauce as well, and it's good. It's really nice. Remember, don't just take Miss V word for it. Try it for yourself.
Honestly, do take Miss V word for it because she has not failed.
No, because then people might say, "What? Oh no, to run out of idea canned beef burger." No, listen. I'm just.
So much sense to me though.
Yes,
I have been watching you make stuff out of Grace products for quite some time now.
Yeah.
And they have never failed.
All right. So you might say, look at it. The egg is there. That's a binding factor, and then we're going to use the breadcrumbs. I'm just going to eyeball it because I don't want it too dry.
Okay.
You know, so as we go along, we're just
But
going to.
then you don't want it to break when it.
Yes. Remember, the breadcrumbs and the egg is what's going to
hold it.
Hold it. Yeah. So as we go along, I think I need to get my hand inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, her patina.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
you know it's really happening. We're really cooking when the hands get in there.
Yeah, because then we want everything to mix together.
Now, Miss
you
V,
know.
while you're doing that over there, I'm gonna get Marvin in the conversation. Marvin, I imagine there's always something going on with Grace.
Right.
What's the latest?
Well, guys, as you know, we still have our ongoing promotion with Tropigas, where we partner with Tropigas, whereby every month well, this is the last month, July, where 4 persons will be able to win a food hamper, no? A basket food hamper. We just visit the Tropigas Belize City store and participate in their promotion that they're having, and you'll be able to be a part of that promotion, no?
And so far, you guys have been. When did this begin?
It started in March.
In March. So you've had 8 families that have benefited from this hamper so far.
Correct. So July would be the last 4.
Wow,
4 persons.
that's wonderful. Now we know Grace to really provide things like quite a few discounts and whatnot. What made you guys decide to go the route of giving hampers this time?
Well, we decided the route of giving hampers because we know that the situation with the prices, no. So we believe that giving back through our products would be quite something good, no. Right.
Absolutely.
And then also to add, we also do have our ongoing monthly banding promotion at the major supermarkets, whereby if you purchase a box of coconut milk powder, you get 5 sachet free. Sachet free. If you purchase 2 Grace ketchup, whether hot or regular, you get 1 free. If you purchase 2 biscuits, you get 1 free. If you purchase 4 Viennas, you get 2 free. So the promotion continues now.
Yes.
Right.
Miss V,
Grace really
those
is
patties look
very
good.
Like,
Diana, I don't know if I get those patties
Listen,
that size in my burgers.
It's so funny because me and my daughter was eating somewhere the other day and she was like, this is not enough. I like, listen, remember we're buying. People is selling when we're at home.
It's totally different.
Oh yeah, you get
as much as you want.
You get more. You get more. So yeah, would you be so kind enough to turn this? Yes.
All right.
Yes. Just turn and click.
The grill.
Turn and click. Turn all the way and click it.
Ooh, let there be.
Yes. Fire.
Do you want oil in it?
Yes, I just need a little bit of oil. If you guys see it, it's holding, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's holding.
Wow. I'm interested to see how it will look while frying.
Cooking,
yeah.
And it doesn't take long. Like I said, you know, corned beef is not something that really takes long to cook.
Yeah.
So I think we could have gotten more.
Sabrina, you want me to do the honors?
Out of it. And we're using our trusted oil this morning.
A Grace coconut oil.
Yes. Yeah.
Is this sealed?
No, it's not.
Just got a little effort you got to put in it. It's okay. It's okay. You just can't pop it off.
Okay, Marvin's not doing it either.
Miss V. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Go ahead. Right. A little bit more. All right. Okay. And move it
We had
around
a
to the
moment.
one. Yeah.
So this you practically made 5 patties.
Yeah, we're gonna make another one because this one feel a little bit too big.
Okay.
Don't want to cheat nobody because like nobody said, oh, Miss V shot.
Well, it looks good so far.
It looks great.
And then it's holding, guys. Remember I said the breadcrumbs and the egg is what gonna hold it together. You can add whatever you
with
want.
The regular beef, like if you want to make your beef patties yourself, this is the type of ingredients that you use.
Yep. If you're someone that into to heat, maybe you can add some habanero. You can probably add some I don't know, jalapeno, whatever the case might be. Yep. All right.
I was actually wondering if it would break apart when you were lifting it, but I'm really glad
no,
that it's
it
holding.
seems to be holding perfectly.
Remember the magic of the egg and the breadcrumbs. So we're gonna have that. Yeah.
I'm gonna be flipping these Krabby Patties.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how our so far how it's coming. You know, we're just gonna probably cook on each side for about 2 to 3 minutes. You just check, and you don't want to move them too much because then you don't want it to break apart. To break, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, and we have our bread.
Well, let's get the assembling together.
Yeah.
What goes first?
Well, everybody is different.
I do my veggies and then my pate and then my cheese.
Oh, okay.
I melt my cheese on the pate while
Oh, we're
it's
gonna do
cooking.
that today, Miss V. We should try.
Man, she's reading me right here. She have some
Yeah.
sort of superpower right here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add the cheese whenever we flip it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it get real hot.
Yeah,
very
real
fast.
fast.
You know. So yeah.
All right. So we're gonna be melting.
Yeah. So you can
the cheese there too.
probably
Flip that done already.
Yeah.
Careful.
Just holla for Miss V if you need her, you know.
Woo! Okay,
All right.
guys.
That
Then
is
do
a
that one
patty.
too.
Good job, Sam. 3 more
Yeah.
to go.
Let's get it. Oh, I
Yeah,
broke one.
you got it. You got it. Remember, listen. It's corned beef. So basically, it's just to get this this crust and the egg that was in it. You know, I don't want to sicken nobody and said, "Oh, Miss V is sickened me."
No. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It smells fantastic too.
Yep.
Look at your patties, Sab.
Yeah. They look good.
Okay.
All right. So
Do
you like
put
mayo?
condiments?
Yes,
on
I have some mayonnaise here, and we have ketchup. I brought the sweet and spicy sauce. If you ladies would like to add that.
Sabrina did say.
I love me some sweet and spicy.
All right, and so we're just gonna add whatever it is that you guys want, because then some people.
I am somebody that
I must
everything
put-
mustard, mayo, ketchup,
All right,
pepper, all the works.
Okay then.
That's me.
So we're gonna add the ketchup and the sweet and spicy sauce. You want?
Add everything.
We're making it for your pleasure this morning, and we have mayonnaise as well.
Yes.
All right.
Just give Miss V to open all of it.
You want
Yeah.
to put the cheese on top of this now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Melt away, Sab. Melt away.
Yeah.
Guys. Let me give you one, Marvin.
Listen, we have to incorporate Marvin more than just giving us
Other than having him dodge the
yeah.
fire.
As he is putting the cheese on the pate, Marvin, one more time for our viewers.
Yeah.
The updates from Grace.
Yes, guys. So once again, we do have our ongoing banding promotion, whereby you purchase a box of Grace coconut milk powder, you get a 5 sachet free. If you purchase 2 ketchup, you get 1 ketchup free. If you purchase 4 Viennas, you get 2 Viennas free. And if you purchase 2 bourbon biscuit, you get a Devon bourbon cream free. So that would be our monthly banding promotion for the next month, no? Going into August.
All right.
Right.
Nice.
Well, look at that, guys. Oh, this pun.
Just turn it off and allow the heat to
To melt the cheese.
Yeah, because then we don't want to overpower nothing and burn nothing, because then
I
say,
feel
oh,
like
Miss V,
damn
no,
pot
wait,
is the
it's
bone,
done."
though.
Smells
It's the
good.
oil.
Though. If you're not bun, you're not done.
Yeah,
Guys,
but
I think I'm gonna
honestly,
take it out.
it smells like the
smells good.
It smells like the
Should
real
I
beef.
take it out now?
It smells like the real beef. I like a lot of lettuce, ladies.
Are you assembling? Ooh,
I like
you
a lot
double
of-
patty.
No, I just didn't have space.
Yeah. So you can put it here. Yeah.
There.
The cheese needed to melt a little bit more, but yeah.
But it was already burning, Miss
Yeah.
V.
And then you put your tomatoes.
So we have tomatoes. You ladies?
Yes,
prefer
I am a
tomatoes?
Hold the
person.
tomato for me, please.
Okay. All right then. 2 is good.
2 is good.
All right.
I like pickles. I like onions. Everything.
Sabrina?
Yes, I'll get the onions.
All right.
Alrighty.
Is that enough for you?
That is
One more.
perfect.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Listen, purple onion is nice. I like
Purple
it.
onion is delicious.
It
And
is really
people will
yummy.
feel like you're cooking up a storm when
When you have
using-
purple, that's true.
If you
Yes.
just fry
Yeah.
onions, your
People
neighbors
think
not
you
think
to
that
do
you're a chef.
you little things. That's true.
Yeah.
But Miss V, one more time for our viewers at home, the different products that you use to make your pates this morning.
Well, like I said, our Grace can beef, whatever size of family you have, it's up to you. You can probably add 2 of this and still add 1 egg and just eyeball the breadcrumbs as you go along. It's up to you what you want to add in it, but you don't really need to add much season. But let this be your secret
Yeah,
sauce.
that's the secret sauce.
Yes, let that be the secret sauce. You add some onions, you can add sweet pepper if you're into heat, you can add some cayenne, you can add some paprika, whatever it is that you want to add in this to bring forth that flavor. you can go ahead. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, corned beef is already ready to eat. You just need to throw it in the pan, chef it up, and let's go. And we have our Grace tomato ketchup. This is the hot one, you know, to give a little bit of
extra
heat.
spice.
Yes, a little bit of heat, because there's isn't much that we put in there. And we fried it with our Grace coconut oil, as always, our trusted oil for the morning. And
it looks like
a regular burger.
Yeah, and if you guys want more, we have more mayonnaise, we have ketchup, whatever it is, just go ahead and add it.
I'm still amazed that you made 5 patties out of that one.
Yes, I know.
That is what is amazing to me this morning.
Yes, yes.
But as always, Ms. V, pleasure to have you in the kitchen.
Yes, it's always a pleasure as well, and showing our wonderful product, you know, available at Grace. Hurricane season, you get these things and try out these ingredients that we're bringing for you every other Friday. You know, Miss V is always on the thinking, what next, what can we use, what can we bring to our viewers, because then again, Grace is love.
So here's the thing, I think this is a challenge that we should probably take on. We know that corned beef is probably the most popular condiment in these cabinets because of the hurricane season. What would you say is the second most popular? Maybe chicken sausage.
Yeah, I mean, I
said tuna.
Lunch and meat.
We should try during the hurricane season to come up with creative hurricane season recipes.
Yeah.
That wouldn't require a stove.
That wouldn't require a stove.
Challenge accepted.
Is that a challenge?
That is a challenge.
All right. Then we'll see. That doesn't require a stove?
That doesn't require
All right, then.
Or microwave. Nothing that. Remember the electricity they off and your gas gang.
All right, then. Okay.
There it is.
All right, no problem. Listen, I like a challenge here and then, you know, but yeah, I have enough time to come up with something that I'm sure that my viewers and you ladies gonna approve of.
I really want is for our viewers to tell us if they've been using these recipes as well, and maybe send us a picture of what it looked like. Try to see if you could do a corned beef patty. I'm gonna see if I could test my skills out, because that is incredible. But Miss V, Marvin, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, the conversation switches into Ladyville basketball. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
The Office of the Prime Minister invites you to the National MSME Roadshow 2024. Join us for free workshops in marketing using AI, finance, business planning, and customer service. Connect with financial institutions for access to finance opportunities, meet with key government agencies, and showcase your business at the Roadshow Expo in an effort to get more locals to buy Belizean. We will be in Orange Walk Town, June 13th to the 15th, PG, June 27th to the 29th, Corozal, July 11th to the 13th, Benque, July 25th to the 27th, San Pedro, August 15th to the 17th, Key Cocker, August 23rd to the 24th, Belmopan, August 29th to the 31st, Hopkins, September 13th to the 14th, San Ignacio, September 26th to the 28th, Tangriga, October 10th to the 12th, Placencia, October 18th to the 19th, and Belize City, October 24th to the 26th. Sign up today for the National MSME Roadshow. For more information, follow us on Facebook at Beltrade or call us at 880-3737. Sign up today for the National MSME Roadshow. Let's get your business on the road.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to smart code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Sometimes I feel like I might just let my enemies in my dust. Who them afraid them I say just.
She's royal, yeah, so royal, yeah.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. There is no return. I'm always on the run. I'm gonna love you when you're here with me, and love you when you're gone.
This is all I ever had.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
This choice I made didn't work out the way I thought it would. Say it, let's get together and feel alright.
Rise. No, I'm hurting but not broken.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. Joining us for our second conversation, it's all about the Ladyville basketball team, and we have two of our administrators joining us in studio. We have Mr. Roscoe Reese, and he's the president of the Ladyville basketball team, and we have Ahmad El Amin, who is an executive member. And joining us via Zoom, we have two of our team players, and we have Rebecca Obinma, and she is from Notre Dame University. And we have Cheyenne Givens, and she's from Cal State University, Long Beach. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Let's start with you, Mr. Roscoe Reese, and let's talk about assembling this league.
Good morning. Well, basically, we're here from the District Association. Ladyville Basketball League is run here by my colleague, Mr. Ahmad. And we're here to promote a female basketball camp. For several years, we noticed not much has been done for female basketball in the country. Yeah. And the opportunity came about from Ahmad through the Ladyville basketball tournament. I think one of the young ladies is his cousins, and they're coming to Belize, so they wanted to just run a basketball camp, get to meet some of the female hoopers, And we said it would be a great idea, so we ran with the idea, and this is how the basketball camp came about.
I'm really happy that you kind of touched on the fact that we don't really uplift the women's basketball team. Apart from this camp, are there any other women teams in Belize?
I know through primary school basketball, high school basketball, there are many girls that play the sport. At a higher level, I don't really see much female basketball tournaments in the country. Maybe in the other districts they do have some, like in the Cayo district, Belmopan area. I know they have some good female basketball teams, but there is a need for the sport to grow so that you could give other young female basketball athletes something to aspire for when they come out of high school, when they come out of college. So I think this is just a stepping stone to give girls some encouragement that, hey, there are opportunities for you two to play sports.
So this is held primarily in Ladyville, correct?
No, this is going to be held in Belize City.
In Belize City.
Yeah, right now we're still working on finalizing a venue, but the camp is going to be on June the 24th to the 26th. The girls, they actually get in the country on the 22nd, and they'll be here until the 27th.
And the ladies that that are joining us via Zoom, excuse me, are actually coaches, correct?
No, they're basketball athletes.
Yeah.
They're
They're-
Division I college athletes. They're on college scholarship to play basketball and get their education. And this is just something that they're coming to do to kind of give back, do a little bit of community service.
Let's talk about how that partnership came about
The partnership with the
ladies.
it's through Ahmad. And maybe Ahmad could
Yeah,
share
Ahmad,
more.
tell us.
Well, like he mentioned earlier, you know, one of the players is my relative. Just a correction, this is the president for the Belize Basketball Association, and I'm an executive member on his association, and then I'm the president for the Ladyville Basketball Association. And of course, Cheyenne's mom, Miss Chanel, she has been one of my biggest supporter, and she encouraged me to do the program in Ladyville. And as a female who has a daughter who's a female athlete, she has been, you know, kind of asking why isn't there anything for females since the inception of my tournament in 2019. So, you know, 5 years later, this is where we are. She decided that they will come and try to, you know, give us a little push in the direction for the women.
What has been the buy-in of the community? Do you see young girls gravitating to something like this?
Well, according to our treasurer for the Basketball Association, when we put out the announcement, we had some favorable responses. People registered online. So the buy-in, of course, you know, Belize, when things starts and it looks successful, more will come.
Yeah. Let's get the ladies in the conversation. We have here with us again Rebecca Obinma, and she's representing Notre Dame University, and of course Cheyenne Givens representing Cal State University in Long Beach. Ladies, let's talk about what your expectations are coming to Belize.
My expectations coming to Belize, well, I'm excited first of all to say that I'll be able to be a part of this Ball in My Career program, which is very exciting. I just can't wait to get involved with the girls. Being able to pour into them and invest in them at a young age is really important. And seeing that there's coaches that do care about them and that want them to thrive in this environment is something that every young girl would want. And honestly, it embodies that leadership is very important. So as a student athlete, leadership is something that is going to be something that is needed throughout your whole journey. And I've learned that being at Pepperdine and at Notre Dame, and also when I was at TCU. And I'm very excited to say that it has allowed me to build a lot of character up until now. And yeah, I mean, so far in terms of my journey of being here, it has gotten me it's gotten me scholarships and opportunities. I've been able to travel the country. So letting these girls know that basketball is a big opportunity and showing them that they can be in my shoes is very important, because also representation matters too. So seeing that leadership can bring you this far and pouring into the girls at this young age is important, because you get to watch them grow and develop into themselves. And yeah, basketball is a part of my life, and I've been able to do so much with it. And personally, in my situation, if I didn't have basketball in my life, it would have been harder for me to go to college. So it's been a way for me to get my foot in the door because I prioritize my academics and discipline and everything that comes with it. So being able to let these girls know that it is possible and this is something that they can do is going to be very exciting. So I can't wait to go to Belize and share this information with the girls and be a mentor for them.
I love that you spoke about the opportunities that you were able to gain, Rebecca, because that is something that we've also been speaking about when we talk sports here in Belize. And I think it's so important that we're having this conversation as well, because I think sports in Belize is still something that needs a lot more investment and growth. We have these gifted athletes here, but they can go the next level with the necessary support. And one of the conversations that we've also been having when it comes to these summer camps is that these things should take place all year round, not only during the summertime. So to hear that you yourself were able to take advantage of several opportunities because of honing in your skill with a particular discipline really speaks volumes. And I'm hoping that these young girls here in Belize will be able to also take that information and that advice and run with it as well.
I wanted to ask a quick question to the ladies, and maybe we can hear from Cheyenne. Why is it that girls don't really gravitate to basketball?
I'm not too sure, but I'm happy to be a voice for them and someone for them to look up to and be inspired by. Just encourage them to follow their dreams. If basketball or sports is something that they really do want to do, that we're here to support them through that, and it's possible.
How long have you ladies been playing?
Oh, all our lives. Well, all my life. Started at the age of 8.
Wow.
For me, I started in high school. So I've been an athlete my whole life. I ran track, and I started basketball in my sophomore year in high school. And I had a coach that poured into me and told me that this is something that you can pursue and get a scholarship and have your academics paid for. And after seeing so much success in high school, I thought to myself that this is something I see myself doing in the future, and I stuck to it, and that's what it was. So even starting at a later age, I started at 15, 16. So I was way older than most girls. People that I played with have been balling since they came out the womb. So since birth, and they ride for it for everything. So yeah, I mean.
I love that you all are talking about these opportunities like Sabrina said, but gentlemen, when we're talking about like the U18 and the U20, these basketball tournaments and so forth that we have here, you know, most of the young men that participate in these tournaments, that's kind of where it stops, right? So what is the league and their team doing to push them beyond just these tournaments so that they can get these opportunities like these young ladies are saying?
Well, I mean, for me as a basketball coach, it's just about keeping the young men as well as the young girls engaged in school. Because what these coaches really look for are academics. You could have all the skill, you could have all the talent in the world, but when those scouts come here, the first thing they want to know is, how are your grades?
Yeah.
So it's just to try to encourage students to have good GPAs. I would say anything from a 3.5 or higher, and you're guaranteed to get a scholarship once you have the talent.
Let's talk about the breakdown of the summer camp. Of course, we know that it's basketball centered, but what exactly can these kids expect from the moment they show up until they leave that day?
Well, I think they're going to expect a lot of high energy. They're definitely going to have fun, a lot of skills, a lot of agility, a lot of team building drills. So I just think it's a great opportunity for girls to come out and learn the game, also get to meet new friends and have some fun.
Yeah. And Mr. Ahmad, I want to talk a bit about your involvement in the sport as well. I think we've been able to recognize your faces in this discipline here in Belize, both your faces. But let's talk about why it's so important for you guys to work primarily with girls.
Well, in this program that we're planning here, it's important because, you know, one of the things that the entire world has recognized is the importance of inclusion for women not only in sports, in life in itself. And as sports coordinators, we just have to play our part where we can, and so our stronghold is sports, so that's the avenue we are actually focusing on. I'm by profession an educator, so it goes along with the sports and educating women and letting them know that sports can give you opportunity to, you know, get your education and take you places, open up doors. So it's just to try to incorporate everything, not only for males but for females.
And if there's still slots available to sign up, where can they sign up?
Well, the good thing is we are not really rejecting anyone. We have a registration process online. However, because of, you know, financial restraints, we have limited amount of gifts and so forth for them, but everyone can come and participate.
And is there a fee?
No. This camp is free. It's free for the girls. Like I said, it starts on July the 24th and it runs through to the 26th. Like I said, we're still in the process of locating a venue. We've reached out to the Basketball Federation president to assist us in trying to get the Civic Center, because we really want to use that facility for this 3-day camp. And you could go on the Belize District Basketball Association Facebook page, and they have a flyer on there, and they have the Google form where you sign up.
Yeah.
Just sign up, show up, and we're gonna have some fun.
Is there an age requirement?
It's for primary school and high school, but I think the college girls, there still will allow some sixth form girls if they want to come as well.
So primary school means as young as
7 years old, I would say.
Well, one of the ladies said she was 8 when she started, so.
Yeah.
So 7 years old all the way up to
Yep. College.
All right?
Yeah.
Wow. Ladies, what are you looking for the most when you are scouting out the talent of these girls?
Good character, personality, energy. Your skills can only take you so far, but who you are as a person is very important.
Absolutely. And to add on to that, I would say she said good character, good attitude. A lot of coaches will honestly dismiss you if you have a bad attitude. If they see that you're not a team player, they see that you're only self-centered, worried about yourself. So it's very important to tell these girls that it's important to encourage your teammates. If you're not doing well, if you're not performing well, pour into others. That's the best way to get out of your own head.
Yes, find other ways to be involved.
Have you both been to Belize already? Will this be your first trip?
This will be my first time, which is why I'm so excited. And yeah, but
I've been visiting since I was a little girl.
Okay.
I have a lot of family out there.
All right.
We look forward to welcoming you both back. So congratulations, and I really hope that this camp is a successful one, that you can have it every single year.
Well, we'll try to build on it. I know the girls said they would like to make it be something on an annual basis, but we'll try to build on it. But for the most part, I think it's going to be a successful camp, because I know he teaches at the primary school, I teach at the primary school, so we're inviting a lot of students out as well. I coach at the high school level, so I've invited out all the high schools. So I think it's going to be very successful, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And also we'd like to invite the Belizean public, you know. Not because you won't be participating in the camp means you can't come as a spectator, moral support, bring your kids so that they can be inspired from a young age and maybe take up this great opportunity, especially if you have female kids and you believe they're too young. No, bring them out so they can see, you know.
Yes, and that often is what inspires these younger kids as well. Well, do you have any final words, any sponsors that you'd like to say thank you to?
I'm not sure if what sponsors we've really rounded up so far. I think most of this has been on ourselves, as well as his aunt in the States. So we want to give them thanks. If there are any businesses, any companies out there that want to give us a hand, you can reach out to the Belize District Basketball Association on our Facebook page. Also, for the girls that sign up, the first 50, they get a free t-shirt, and the girls call it a swag bag. And also the best girl, female girl at the camp is going to win a scholarship.
Really?
and giving
Wow.
away a high school scholarship for the best female participant.
So something to really work for this time around. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. We
You're welcome.
appreciate your hard work and best of luck with the camp.
Thank you too.
Thank you guys for having us now.
Right, we're gonna take another quick break, and when we come back, it's all about pottery and art. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is to see if the features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to smart code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Sometimes I feel like I might just let my enemies in my dust. Who them afraid them I sight us.
She's royal, yeah, so royal, yeah.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. There is no return. I'm always on the run. I'm gonna love you when you're here with me, and love you when you're gone.
This is all I ever had.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
This choice I made didn't work out the way I thought it would. Say it, let's get together and feel alright.
Rise. No, I'm hurting but not broken.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live only on 5.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers Bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back, guys. We're having our third segment this morning, and as you can see, this is exciting.
I am excited. I am looking at, we have on our aprons. We're ready.
I love it.
I'm excited.
So, yes, as we mentioned, it's all about the Art Shack and the colorist Pottery. And as you can see, it's a lot going on here. We're
It's a lot of colors.
We're going to be painting as well, but we are joined by the two owners, Kathia Castaneda, and she's the owner of the Colorist, and Sadie Godet, and she is the owner of the Art Shack Belize.
Good morning, ladies.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, everyone.
And welcome.
Thank you.
So, this is obviously two businesses basically partnering or collaborating to make beautiful art.
Yes.
Let's talk about the individual work that you guys do separately and then where this collaboration came about.
Okay. So the Art Shack was created in 2020, and it was created with the vision of creating a community, a hub in Belmopan for artists, because we recognize that Belmopan has so many artists who needed a home for their paintings and their pieces, their artisanal pieces. So we created the Art Shack, and ever since it has blossomed into this hub where we have activities, we have art, we have exhibitions, we have artists coming in to have discussions, and now we have collaborations. And so this is why we're here, because we're showcasing one of the bigger collaborations for summer, apart from the collaboration that we had with Niche, Pottery.
Yes.
Yes.
And pottery is actually pretty popular here in Belize as well.
But we have Kathia Castaneda, who is the owner of the Colorist, that is more of like the pottery and colors.
And the art too,
And
yeah.
art.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how the Colorist came about.
Well, the Colorist was born like a lot of small businesses during the COVID time. It's a hobby turned into a business. It morphed over the last 3-4 years. And in recent times, apart from the pop-ups that we usually do, the Art Shack has become one of those hubs for our items. And not only that, but also sharing the experience of painting, you know, outside of the canvas and the totes that we usually see, but adding art to something that you could use.
So you're based in Belmopan
Yes,
as well?
yes.
And as we can see there on the screen, it seems like you offer sessions where persons can go and do pottery.
This is the Art Shack, right?
So that's the Art
the
Shack.
Art Shack,
Yes.
yeah.
So that's actually Carlos Lopez, who's the actual potter.
Okay.
Who works with the clay from harvesting all the way up to the baking of the items.
Yeah.
He's our main supplier when it comes to our pots, right? And then we just come in with the art afterwards. So we work with him to get the shapes and the sizes. As you can see on the table that we have many different shapes and sizes for different things. And depending on what we're looking for, then he would create those for us. So we would love to get into the making our own pots, but that's an art and a science on of itself.
Yes.
So we said we're gonna stick to this for now.
I just love the creative ideas that you guys utilize the whole.
What is this?
That one is a
That's
chimney.
like
It's a mini
incensario.
chimney. It's incensario, so you can use it for like your palo santos or your sage, or even your incense. If you don't want to use the incense holder, you could just put it in, and then it chimneys up. And then a lot of our other things, what we've heard from our customers, like I bought it to put a plant in, but they just use it as an art decor piece.
It's so pretty. I wouldn't want to mess it up.
Yeah, they don't want to add just anything to it.
But
yeah,
you both ladies have dabbled in the arts in very different ways. I know, Sadie, you have, one time I asked Sadie for an idea for a frame, and she told me about this concept called matting, and well, I don't know anything about art. So I thought that, you know, you just put the picture inside of like a little typing sheet situation and you stick it on the wall, and then I got schooled. But Sadie, let's talk a little bit about this art career of yours and how you have able to grow from this.
Well, my background, we come from a very artistic family. My brother is an artist. I would have dabbled in the arts. I'm a historian by profession, and I also have training in management. But for me, the arts has always been something that's been close to my heart because we were born from artists. Our parents are artists. So the Art Shack is basically a labor of love. And something that we wanted to give back to Belize. Moving here, we wanted to contribute to the artistic community. And the Art Shack was the perfect way to do that, because while there were some stores that were selling art pieces, there wasn't really an art gallery in the capital city, which I thought was a travesty to not have an art gallery showcasing your creative talents in the capital city. So we decided to create that. And so my whole journey has been, it's also been a learning opportunity for me, because obviously we don't know everything, and so we had to learn about the business of art. And that was important.
And that's a whole other aspect.
Yeah, so we've been pushing for artists to not be perceived as these people that you can call on because it's a hobby and it's free.
Yes.
But this is how many of them make their living.
Yeah.
So the Art Shack has been working to push that art is not necessarily something that you should use people for, but you should pay them. It's a job. And it's a small business. It's giving back to your economy, like Decolores and all the other small businesses.
We are here watching beautiful art pieces on display on the table, but let's talk about these paintings as well on the side.
Yes, so these two are two new pieces from a Belmopanese artist, Kelvin Beiser. He owns Depiction Paintings, and over here we have the Puma.
Wow, stunning.
We have the Puma. It's well glazed varnish, so the light is reflecting, but it's an original piece. Kelvin, it deals with realism. That's his technique.
It definitely looks real.
It does look like a painting.
Photograph.
Yeah, like a photograph.
It's like the camera is not doing it justice at all. And then we have the Kingfisher on the side.
Yes, we do. Again, this is one of his newest pieces here. And all of those pieces you can see, actually, if you come to Belmopan Day, we have an art walk that the City Council in Belmopan will be organizing, and you can see all of those pieces in person. And that's August 3rd. So these are just a sample of what Belmopan has to offer in terms of art.
Wow. Let's talk about the workshop. And when is it going to be? The slots that you're taking in, and I know that there is also a small fee, right?
Yes. So the workshop is the art of pottery, and it is a collaboration between three businesses: Art Shack, Decolores, and Carlitos Clay Belize. And so he would bring in the adult one is on the 19th and the 20th, and he would bring his wheels. He would bring his pottery wheels, and he would show you how to make, and you will have an opportunity to make your own pot.
Oh, yes.
That is Sabrina's thing. She would want to do something like that.
To make your own pot. And you could also pinch the pinching technique for clay, where you can actually mold your sculpture for you as well.
Gosh.
So you have those two techniques that he's going to teach you, and then Decolores comes in and she helps you to paint.
Well,
you are going to be showing us.
You are going to be showing us how to paint a pot.
Paint a pot.
Yes. So I went ahead. As you can see, it has a white. That's the primer, so it holds the integrity of the paint on the pot. So if any dampness or whatnot inside doesn't affect the paint on the outside. So we're going to attempt in the time that we have to replicate this.
Oh, no.
Right?
No.
It's a simple brush technique that we will run through right now. No worries.
All right, well, I'll try my best.
Wow.
He can do it.
I'm sure the kiddies are a lot more artistic than...
You know why? Because they don't care. They don't have inhibitions.
Okay.
And they just go at it. So you're going to grab your yellow brush on that side.
Okay.
That's your rounded flat brush. You're going to go with all these colors to create this technique, but one color at a time.
Okay.
So you're going to just go literally, if I can show on your one.
Yeah.
So this is how I hold my pot. It's easier to just kind of use it like that. So let's see, I'll start with some gold. Literally
That's what you're doing.
Okay, that looks easy.
Right?
Okay.
When you come to the front though, April, don't get into the middle, but you can go where there's sketch. You can just kind of go around it.
Okay.
All right? When you're finished with one color, like, okay, I have enough gold, you switch to another color.
Okay.
You rinse your brush and you get back in.
Okay, so
Yeah?
we can just get started.
Any
All right.
color,
So,
just go ahead.
Kat, how long have you been teaching this type of art?
Art, well,
I think
teaching, yeah, because I have taught, but completely different subjects. I think we were discussing before, you know, what you put your degrees to use. And this is nothing related to what I studied.
What did you study?
I studied natural resource management and agricultural science.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about left field.
Left field
But
indeed.
I do have my day job, so to speak, and that helps to pay the bills. But to be very honest with you, having the colores held over for almost 10 months. It helped put food
during
on
the
the
pandemic?
table. This was last year. Work was slow in terms of contracting and whatnot, and we just went all in with the colores, with pop-ups, custom orders, because we do that as well. And I say we because it's my daughters and I. So I have a 21-year-old that she does a lot of the bookmark and the incense work. She does a lot of the character stuff. I have an 8-year-old who also paints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she paints as well. So we all just hunkered down for those 8 months and we say, okay, this is what's going to put food on the table, and this is what I'm going to keep the lights on and the internet bill paid. So, you know, that's important. So, you know, we just hunkered down and that was it. So it was after that we were one of the first ones that started with the paint parties. Because we wanted to share. It was like, you know what, people are saying, oh, I would never be able to do this. And I'm saying, yes, you are, because a lot of the time, a lot of things here is self-taught. This is YouTube, this is Pinterest, this is asking and talking to a lot of the more seasoned artists, those that are trained. And like, hey, you know what, how do you get this effect? And I'm no Kelvin, but you know, but our stuff, we the whole point of it is
a lot of us are no Kelvin.
We're no Kelvin. Kelvin is one of a kind.
He depends on different
that's
frequency.
really such a great way to look at it, because there are a lot of people who are not as artistically inclined or feel like April and myself that get a little bit intimidated by this process, but they still want to enjoy and experience it.
And one of the things that I noticed, because I've done paint parties in just about every district now, is a lot of time it's mostly women. We get a few men interested, but it's mostly women. But the sisterhood that comes out in just a 1 or 2 hour session, it's just the conversations that they play. It has nothing to do. Yeah, it's the sip part.
It is the sip part.
But even without the sip, there's valuable conversation that takes place.
I agree.
You know, and for me, doing the pop-ups, and that's where we got out into the market with all the pop-ups across the country. It's that community that is built with the different vendors, because a lot of our things that we do would not be possible without other support from local artists as well. Like with Carlos, when we do tote bags, we have Farah's Feminine providing tote bags, or Beauty and the Bag, or Lynn's Handmade Treasures from Belmopan. So it's all these different small businesses that we mesh together to create
But that's to
something.
show you that art is a viable business as well, because when many people think about art, they just think about it as, okay, it's just
Something pretty.
something pretty to look at, but people like De Colores has been able to turn it into a viable business, and you were able to sustain yourself on it. And it's important, and that's the whole purpose of having a business like the Art Shack, so that you can have all of these pieces in one place where people can come in, and then you can have conversation. We've had some healthy conversations with some people some artists from across the world, actually. Come in. That stepped in and said that, okay, they didn't realize that all of this was happening in Belmopan.
In Belmopan.
Because you think about art, you think about Placencia.
Yes.
You think about maybe San Pedro.
The Keys.
The Keys. But when you think about Belmopan, it's maybe more governmental, but
I personally, I'm listening to you, Sadie, and I'm listening to you, Kat, but I am like lost in my own little world.
That's the whole point. I did a session with an international organization, and it's all these technocrats, and they're all like strategic plan and and then they came in with a team building. It was like, okay, let's paint some pencil holders. And for some of them, it was so difficult to kind of leave the work mode and get into this. But by the time we were finished, it was like, oh, I want to do more. You know, they get lost in it, and the conversations is about childhood, and it's all these reminiscing and nostalgic pieces. Then they start envisioning what I'm going to use this for, where I'm going to put it, who am I creating it for, right? And it's so personal. Even when you're in a group, it is such a personal experience, and I see you guys getting completely lost in it, right? And then at the end, you have something that you've created, and something that, in this case, in our case, we try to use pieces that are practical use. You know, these are pen and pencil holders for a desk. Ooh. It doesn't necessarily have to be for a plant, you know. We have trinket dish holders, like for rings and chains and all of those things, for keys, key holders, picture frames. Hats. The hats, those are by custom order too.
So that's what I was gonna ask. You do a lot of custom orders.
We do when they come in. So recently we had an order from Edward P. York. There was a class there that requested picture frames and tote bags for parents' night. Okay. So they give us the kids came up with their design, and we put that. Made that come to life.
Wow.
It's a lot of work because it's hand painted. It's not a screen printing.
Right.
It's not vinyl. It's not any of these other techniques that you have. It's literally sitting down and painting letter by letter or leaf by leaf. I know, she's clocked out, but that's the whole point of it.
Fine. She clocked out.
Nice. I clocked out like a while ago.
You could use more. Okay, to kind of blend the colors in.
But I am excited about this workshop, and I know that is what you guys are here to promote. So let's tell us a little bit about where people can sign up if there's still space available.
There's still space available. So what you can do, you can contact us. We're pretty much everywhere and easy to contact now. You can check our social media pages, the Art Shack Belize or Decolores Belize, and you can get the registration form from us, register and pay, and that's it.
Awesome.
And the flyers right there.
Are there any other projects coming out of the Art Shack?
We do have a project coming out that is a collaboration with Ika and Niche, which is fashion illustration.
Oh, they were just here talking about that yesterday.
Oh, great. So good.
But please, for those that did not tune in yesterday.
The illustration workshop is a 2-week workshop that's going to be facilitated by Damien Moore, who has a degree in fashion design.
Yeah.
And so we're going to dive into how to create an illustration for your pieces that you want to sew or you want to create, so you get that
so more for people that are seamstresses.
Well, designers, seamstresses. You can come in or even if you're just an artist that wants to learn another talent, because who doesn't need another talent or another technique to learn?
Right.
So it is from the ages of 15 up, and so that's this one is an adult one.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2 weeks, and then we get to showcase those pieces.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the fact that we're more starting to have this conversation about paying our artists and ensuring that it's more than just a hobby. They're getting their dues, that people are more appreciating the art, and Belizeans are supporting.
Oh yeah, we're getting the support. I mean, one of the things that that could be a little disconcerting is when people tell you that they don't support the arts in Belmopan.
Yeah.
But it's changing.
Okay.
That is evolving, and it's not true actually, because the locals are actually supporting us, and they're asking for more.
Okay.
As we have exhibitions or we have workshops, they're telling us that, okay, please do some more. We need some more activity like this. And the children, we need to engage with them, because they're the ones that will carry on this type of work.
That's true.
We need to. Decolores already has her youngest, which is one of the youngest artists in the gallery. Actually, she has pieces in the gallery. Yeah.
That is incredible.
You're going there, girl.
Oh, yes, you guys are doing an excellent job.
I am trying to just get it all in and sticking to the OIE colors.
Yeah.
But I'm getting caught up in the too much of the coloring.
Okay. That would be this. You could mix this and this, so you could or this and this.
So you're gonna start to trace the eye, Sabrina.
I guess I am.
Yeah, you switch your brushes, April. Yeah.
I am still working on my little.
So again, for persons who are watching this and probably thinking, I would like to go and paint or do some pottery too, how can they do that?
All right, so we have the session for adults coming up next weekend, Friday and Saturday from 4 to 6 at the Art Shack. Friday would be the pottery session. with Carlos, and then I would come in on Saturday evening to do a painting session. It wouldn't necessarily be the pot that you created the day before, but something similar to that.
But what's fun about the workshop is that you get to carry away 3 things actually. You get a pot from Carlos that he made specifically for you. Once you sign up, you get your own pot. And then you get the pot that you made personally, and then you get a pot from Decolores.
And how much is this?
It's 120.
120.
I feel like that's a steal
And
for
that
all
covers
of this.
Everything, all
including
materials,
your refreshments, everything. For that.
So, and it's an all-day workshop.
No, it's
like
a 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yeah, yes, 2 hours.
So what happened with the kids, because we had the kids session earlier this week, they brought the pot that Carlos gave them on Tuesday, they brought it to class on Wednesday, so they painted 2 pots.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So the pot that I brought for them, and then the one that Carlos gifted in, so they were all excited about that.
And they got to freestyle it. They did
they get to
whatever they
freestyle.
wanted to do.
And
so we had so many things.
If there are any artists that are probably tuning in right now and wondering how can they potentially showcase their art at the Art Shack, how can they do so?
They can just walk into the gallery. But they can contact us via WhatsApp, and our contact information again is on our social media pages. And we have so many artists that actually just walk in to the gallery.
I don't know if you've been to the Art Shack, Sabrina.
Yeah, they just walk in.
But I mean, it's not just a gallery. I noticed you all supply,
we have some supplies that are catered for
artists.
For artists that come from their advice as to what they want, the brushes that they want.
Brands, specific brushes we're looking for.
But the thing that pleases me now with the gallery is that we have children coming in from school, so they would come after school is closed and they would bring in their art pieces and say, okay, can you take this, can you put it in the gallery?
I love
and that in itself is encouraging that they want to get into that, to the field, and they are selling, and they've been selling their pieces.
They sell it through the Art Shack?
How do you teach a kid how to sell their
art?
Okay, so
that's one of the toughest.
That's one of the interesting things, because people, first of all, artists don't know how to price sometimes. They're so concerned, am I underselling my piece? Am I over the price that people want to pay? So my basic advice, what I tell, if you put a price and you could sleep at night,
then that's the price?
And that's the price, and you can sleep soundly that, okay, I did not sell myself short, then that's it.
You know, that's taking me some time to learn, because like, oh my goodness, if I price it at such a like a higher tier, like for the Jaguar, for example, that took me straight through. Would have
you
been
did
maybe,
that?
Yes,
that is
would have
gorgeous.
been about 10 hours.
Wow.
Because it's layer upon layer upon layer of work, so then that's just time. Then you look at materials, and you look at the design, and then you look at the value that I as an artist put to it, so when we price that versus something that my 8-year-old will do, she would want to price them around the same point, because that's the value that she puts on her stuff, right?
She knows her worth.
She knows her worth, and I am all here for it.
Do you find that a lot of times artists lowball their own selves?
Yes. Especially here in Belize, because a lot of people, we're used to imported things and that quality from imported materials and items. So a lot of people are like, but I could get that for $5 a go to Golden Bear somewhere.
That's a culture that has been around for a while. So we're trying to promote the local, the Belizean artists.
And the value that's there.
And the value that you have at home.
Yep.
And was this something before you came to Belize that, you're not from Belize originally, but where you came from, did you see that art was seen differently?
Where I came from, which is Guyana, where I came from, we do have an art school, an actual art school. So they pay more attention to training where I came from. So we have the Perrote School of Art, and we also have a university degree in fine arts. So when I came here, I found that it's the same talent, it's just that they don't have that degree.
There is not an institution to assist with it.
Right, so the focus on the arts is a little different, but the talent is there.
I 100% agree. I think that Belizeans are, I mean, look at the paintings that are next to us, look at the art in front of us. I am always blown away when I see a Belizean that is able to make that.
Yep.
That is insane. But ladies, I know that I mean, this has been a wonderful interview session. Thank you all so much for stopping.
We feel so
by.
zen.
I am zen. I am checked out. I am happy. I'm feeling good. My eye, they come out all kind of tear away, but I don't care.
It's open.
It's open for open your eyes. But final words for our viewers, ladies. One more time, where can they sign up for your workshop?
You can sign up on our social media pages, or you can contact us on the WhatsApp number that's there on our pages and on the flyer that we would have posted. And you just posted, or you can contact the Colores on her WhatsApp
on
social media. Yeah.
All right. Well,
ladies,
this is what I'm working with here, guys.
You're done.
This is my final piece.
Yeah.
Please don't judge me.
I am not done at all.
No, that's good. That's good.
I am taking my sweet time. Can I continue doing this during the break?
But ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
We
so much for
appreciate
having
it.
us. Yeah.
And we hope to have you here again very soon, continuing the conversation around art.
Yes.
All right.
Here again.
All right, we're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we have more Open Your Eyes for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan.
13,835,700 eggs are eaten by tourists each year, fueling our thriving economy. Tourism means business.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 5885. Here are this week's contestants.
Sometimes I feel like I might just let my enemies in my dust. Who them afraid them I sight us.
She's royal, yeah, so royal.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. There is no return. I'm always on the run. I'm gonna love you when you're here with me, and love you when you're gone.
This is all I ever had.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling?
This choice I made didn't work out the way I thought it would. Say it, let's get together and feel alright.
I rise, no, I'm hurting but not broken.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight. And don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 for KTV The Remix Season 6. Live, only on 5.
Welcome back, guys. We're having our final segment this morning, and as we mentioned in the start of the show, it's all about the 11th annual Hunger Awareness Ride. You'd know just by the name who is behind that, and of course, we have here with us Mr. Dara Robinson talking to us about this initiative, just one of many that he spearheads on an annual basis. Good morning, Mr. Dara.
Blessed morning.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Same, I always feel blessed to come and talk about my events and things
Yeah.
on Channel 5. You know?
So the Hunger Awareness Ride, this is 11 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that a lot of people are already familiar with the type of work that you do,
Yeah.
but let's talk about the purpose of this ride.
Well, most people know I fight. I don't want to use the word fight hunger. I don't champion a hunger, especially with kids. So while I do other fundraising, vision come to me that why we not do like activities to bring awareness to the same issue with me, why they fight, and that's kids going to school hungry, and I decide for just do a hunger ride. I said I have different social ride and thing and bring awareness, and I just throw it out there, do it, and as usual people come and support it, and I guess my one been building and people like it because I add music to it, so that basically,
So you don't feel alone.
It's an event.
basically I like one reggae ride then because we play reggae music and people come, you know, pay their registration, and we offer them refreshment and everything on the ride, and
the proceedings of the ride go towards
towards
these kids.
the fundraising where we do, and it's important for stress pan that because we still do have plenty people, and we never stop people from take part in the ride, so people still come free ride. All we ask them, if you come free ride, bring your own refreshment, because what we do now, when you register, you get a wristband, and that entitle you to get your leaf water, your leaf power aid, your banana and thing, right?
Yeah.
So we allow that the people then will support the ride, get the service.
How did this type of service back to kids start? Because you've been doing the ride for 11 years, and for a lot of people who don't know, as I mentioned, this is what you're known for. I remember, I believe it was around 2 years ago, we did a story on exactly what you do, giving back to kids. But how did that begin?
Man, I ain't got time because of my life story. Like I say, I never just jump up one day and say, man, kids, they got at school hunger, make that up out of the blue, you understand? I've been a victim of the very same thing I fight for. I did a survey up on my own. Of course, I touched base with a lot of teachers, and them is scared for even get it out there, because you know, with everything, if you start talk about something, now everybody like it because nobody want to hear that they happen. But the fact is, I used to go through it in the 80s and thing coming on to the 90s, that school, and we find out that still happen, and I'm left shocked because I say the country they develop, we the boss from, we have plenty of things they happen, and we still got this problem. I champion it, and I find out since I champion it, more people take it on, more teachers come out and talk about it. Now you mention district-wide, and that made the idea that I not just do it, but I show them I don't have money, I try help other people get on. And I must say, the government, everybody is now added on upon it. I wish that I see one thing where they do for education and So, but they just government and just pass and think for.
Where certain students are able to get free meals at school?
No, I did talk yesterday upon the news. I watched one.
Oh, the Millennium Challenge?
Yes, I wish in that part of that may the same problem of hunger and thing. You know, I just hope it just add in part of the education thing. So
because it seeks to reduce poverty.
Yes.
yeah, and I feel like that's a topic that really need to continue and push. I've been quiet on a lot lately, and people been wondering if we give up the activities and this and that, but no. That like you do so much with so much years, you get burned out, you understand? But either somebody keep on push and try many ways, you know?
I mean, like Sabrina said, we definitely applaud your efforts, and we know that, you know, you started with your feeding program, you have your farm, so we know that this money is going to go towards a good cause.
And there have been, like I said, people meet me many times on the street and want to know, like, cause they call you activists. I take on all kind of name and say, like, boy, Dara, what happened? Like, we not hear nobody again, they fight. And I tell them, this just one man show, this about everybody, understand? And you, as they call you an activist, try go out there and you bring things to the out front. Sometimes you even can't get, so like I said, the system either help or they fight you down, you understand? So you have to be careful as one person, or even they fight for certain cause, you understand? It's blessed that in our country today, we as activists could still talk a lot and still walk about free. Because in another part of the world, and kill you and quiet you, you understand? But I try to stay focused, and I always bless that anytime I put something together, the people and God bless it, that the event. What I did with this ride, I shortened it because we used to left and go through boom.
Okay.
Now, great that John Smith Road done, I cut it down. A lot of the cyclists not like that, but I never made it design this for the professional cycles.
It's just awareness.
And I see where people come and they not come back next year because they're punished. Because if you not go on good bike, if you not pad up correct, if you not prepare for out there. And when I shot it last year, the numbers may big, and I see where once you could get people to the end, especially female, they take picture and they post your conscious what they enjoy, right? So I stick with the same. I just want to run through the route of the ride, since we talk that first of all we charge a small registration fee of $10 for adult, for kids and be $5. Because the event now has been taken over by a lot of kids, so they're not that for them cross country.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I even add the cross country hand and thing in our ride. So but then kids really enjoy the ride. We are start in front of Civic Center. We are line up there. Of course, we have got police escort with ambulance. I'm not going unless my music line up. We have bed truck with the big sound system. We are line up. We are left, like I said, from front of Civic. Take a left into the Philip Golson Highway. Continue through Ladyville. One left into the airport, then John Smith Road. Continue. Take one left from the roundabout, the 8 miles, and we can take one 8 minutes break there. A lot of people wait for the 8 miles. The one never want to do the ride shorter. A lot of kids also wait there for we. We got one truck the back if you need. If you see again puncture or the cramp, you feel like you can't continue, you just drop behind the ride, raise your hand, and then guys and help you in at the truck. We not left nobody out there. We continue for 8 miles after the 10 minutes break. One left into the roundabout, the boulevard, and we end up back the Civic where we end the ride.
For the people that meet you at 8 miles, how do they register?
Why do I carry along some female in our vehicle to the front, and I would send them ahead because people they wait and then approach and say, sir, miss, you want to register book. Of course, people want to identify that then they're along with the ride, so we usually give them a shirt for wear and thing. So we got one head truck where usually go ahead. Beside that, you got people where not even take part in the ride. I left some ladies again by Civic. Whole day, then one day out there, people will just pass and say, put this towards the ride and never ride and thing. Also, I want to mention quickly that, of course, I got to host the raffle for the Lucky Doobie show.
Yes, yes.
We ain't got ticket available out there for the raffle. There is a lot. Then this break that boost up and make sure that the event is then successful, but it can't be successful without the people's support. And of course, you can't do not know the blessing of God, because the weather today, we bless even for the plan one ride, even for the plan event after our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, they try plan for build back for their house and their life, you know. So we have to give thanks. But we want to mention that registration start from 5 in the morning. So you could come out there from 4:30 then ladies and they out there. Of course, we ain't got police security all day out there. Like I said, one ambulance on there on the ride in case somebody get a spill, get a dig, they want to take care of you. Nobody feel left out there on the road. We have some rules. The police vehicle to the front and the ambulance to the back, you belongs between the ride. We responsible for you between there. If you want to turn Charlie Lewis, Michael Lewis and left the ride and they way at the front and thing happen to you, don't blame the organization, the people who organize the ride, because what been happening, and I try instilling at the youth, and this is no race, but then create for their own race and then shoot, go. Come back, shoot, go, and that's bad, because then you're there along with the ride. Stay within the ride. I want to give one idea. Listen, first of all, we ask that you borrow a helmet, use a helmet for safety in case you're going to leave fall. We're not going fast, so if you fall down, you might just get a lead dig. So we want to mention one thing helped me that if I do it, I stay right behind the music and the vibe. So like I do ride, we three the ride together. I want to have a discussion with you, but when we conscious, I want to say, Caroline, in conscious, we the way that lady feel, because when you the talk and just
you're riding slow enough that you could actually have a conversation.
It's about the awareness.
And somebody, people, you got people who complain it too slow and thing, but I know the bill and ride why they try to discourage people from come. The more people come, it better for the ride, you understand? So I did try just do a ride where everybody could enjoy.
This would be something I would do, because I'm not like a person that bikes, but if this is a slow, steady, we're all hanging out, and I could get behind that.
Not everybody, like I bless for me get one ride as fancy, I know that kind of the padding, you could tie one sponge for your seat. You don't need no $1,000 bike for this, but the bike have in a league condition for those. I think that 21 miles we cut it down to.
Wow, that's still a lot.
That's a lot.
To me.
Well, you know, like you said, you're trying to figure out a way that everybody can participate.
We used to do 42 miles, and I myself as the organizer felt that, especially when you bust shoe boom and a breeze hit you. Like you're the prayer for prisoner that leave break there.
So you don't need experience to do the 21 miles.
You do need, listen, if you know somebody who ride bicycle, it might be hard for you. But if you know somebody who been the jump on a bike and go, well, a lot of people now they do right now with a cycle and vehicle and a lot. But bicycle, even with this ride, you conscious that you need to do a little workout, because you go up on a bike and you can ride from here to all over. You conscious something is wrong, because
you know, that's very true, Mr. Dara. But as
me out like that,
he can't me out like that.
No, but unless you get on a bike and you conscious like, boy, I can ride 2-3 miles, then you know you need to do some sort of workout. And even without the ride, we should do physical workout. You can't just know a lot of people diabetic and all kind of thing, because we know this sweat.
So here's the thing: the ride is the 21st,
right? Sunday,
and it's currently
next week, Sunday.
It's currently the 12th. We have approximately a week.
21st is the 21st.
Yeah, it's July 12th. It's currently July 12th. And the ride is the 21st.
Yeah,
so we have
a week for getting
we have
in
a
shape.
week
Right.
to get in shape
Just-
enough to
just
ride
loose
21
up.
miles.
Enough to be shape, just loose up. Get power bike and just like kind of go up on the road. You do a little circle. You could go in at the Marion Jones, do a little circle or the Marine Parade and just loosen up because you just can't jump up the morning and say you want to do this. Some people do it, they're blessed that way.
Yes.
You know,
Well, the bike ride for hunger awareness is this next week Sunday, July 21st. It begins at 6:30 a.m. and you have to at least register by 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock is
5
when
o'clock registration
starts.
and normally the ride when I say you take off 6:30, it take off because he left me already. So
He left you?
Me will organize it had to chase it. So
wow.
we try take off on time. Roughly the ride are like 2 hours and change. It's not long now. And if the weather like this, yeah, make it more nice and
Yes, it won't be
cool.
too hot.
You dig? But
Yes.
we should done, if we let take off 6:30 by 9, after 9 we should done.
All right.
Wow, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for stopping by.
I want enough we just invite people because I don't know if I can come back. The 4th, Sunday the 4th of August, that the annual Lucky Dubé tribute at Barzile. And we are raffle the house there and everything. Bless up on one
Yes.
thank Channel 5 and everybody were
Always a
part of
pleasure.
this support for the movements and things.
Yes.
Continue the
Thank
work.
you for doing these events as well and bringing awareness to our community. Thank you so much.
All right.
And we want to say a big thank you to all of our other guests for stopping by this morning and making Fun Friday as wonderful it is
Yeah,
here. on
making it
Open Your
fun.
Eyes. It is July 12th. If it is your birthday today, we want to say a
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you from all of us here at Open Your Eyes. And if you have a birthday shout out or just a question or a comment, you can drop us a line right here at oie@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And check out our highlights on Instagram at OYE Belize. And of course, join us again on Monday when you open your eyes
to start your morning ride.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by Smart, bringing people together, and the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.